Darchei Tzion Avelos. The paths of Tzion are mourning. Ein al pasuk v'derachayim tochachos musar Chanukah. Look what's brought in the verse. The path of life is rebuke of Chanukah. And the Rebbe says on the bottom, Haperu shemedubar b'al derech Chanukah, o shenemar v'Chanukah, and that is that it was this Mamar talks about Chanukah, it was said on Chanukah. Him lamed beis nesivos nesivos inimshachos mechach meilah. They have 32 paths that are drawn from supernal wisdom. Al yidei hayisod the malchus, from the concept of yisod to malchus, the masculine to the feminine, foundation to kingship. I am be'inyan ki al kol kavod chuppah. Look what's brought in the verse, that on all honor is a encompassing covering. Ubeperish mamalik kol haaretz kvodo, and what's brought about the idea that the whole earth is full of his glory. In Korach Tav Kuf Samach Beis. Hem avelos. So all of these paths are mourning. Shbegalus inim shachim lamalchus. That in Galus they're not drawn down into Malchus, they go upwards. Kumo Evel She'asu b'tashmi is just like a person who's mourning, who's forbidden to have intimate relations. So too you do not have the supernal unity of Yisod and Malchus, the masculine and the feminine, because of the Avelus, the path, the Shvil of Yisod into Malchus. Beprat of Elistalkusur Abba, especially because the idea of the mourning or the mourner is the going away of the light of Abba. It's like the father going away, losing one's father. Chas v'shalom. V'ayim bebiorei Zohar. V'aychi Goren Hatad. Look what's brought in Biorei Zohar about the concept of Kever Yosef. You have the Yisod, that's Nikbar. You have the Histalkus of Yisod of Yosef. So too, this is the same idea here. And so the Histalkus or Abba is also the idea of the Lamed Beis Nesivos of Chachma in particular, not coming down into Malchus. And this is what it means without those who come to Moed, to the Beis HaMikdash, or for the holidays, that they're not drawn down into Malchus. That's called the holiday or the place of meeting. Because Malchus is the source of time. He was king, is king, and will be king. That's the concept of Malchus. So it is not drawn down into Moed. That Moed means the holiday, which refers to the idea of time. Or you could say those that are not coming to Moed, a glaim, that refers to the legs. Zichorcha, which refers to all of the males that should go to Yerushalayim, to the Beis HaMikdash. The cause is that if you don't have all the males that are supposed to go up to the regel, so you're lacking the male concept. You do not have the masculine going to the feminine. So therefore, it's that's the Avelus, those paths to Yerushalayim that are walked up to are mourning. Inami, another explanation, Darchei Tzion Beis Nekavim, that the paths of Tzion are the two holes, the two Anim Shachim Yisod Chulu that are drawn from Yisod. You have that of Shesen and that of Zerah in Yisod. So you have these two paths, Darchei Tzion. It's the concept of divine flow in two different ways. Look what's brought in Zohar Vayigash. Kishareah, because it's gates, it's continuing the pasuk. Nun share bina. So what is it when it says share Hashomim means? So it refers to the gates of bina, the 50 gates. Sheyesh b'malchus misitra de Yovla, that the malchus has from the side of Yovel, which is bina, redemption. So if you don't have Yovel, you don't have redemption, because the Yovel's batel. And look what's brought in the Siddur about Mizmor Soda, that you should come into the gates. Shomim mean that the gates are desolate. Like someone who gives peace in a house that's nullified, that no one's there. That the house is desolate. Because the idea of that her husband is known in the gates, that the gates are from Lashon Shiur, that each person according to their measure. But in exile, all of its gates are desolate. Call Gematria and Bina. That call is the Gematria of 50, so that refers to the 50 gates of Bina. All the gates are desolate, and not just each one according to their measure. Shomimin Gamkein, so it doesn't just mean measure, but it means all the gates. Shomimin Gamkein Lashon Samamis B'Yadayim Titafes. And desolate is also from Shomimin, is also from the language of a spider that grasps with its hands, meaning a unika to klippa. So you have the concept of the shes and all that he mentioned before, the concept of the two kavim of Yisod, that one of them goes to the klippos. Also over here you have the concept of shemamo and the shiarim. You have a unika to klippos, that the samamis corresponds with the idea of klippos. And then you have the Kohanim that are sighing. Because the Kohen serves Malchus, the parsha about the concept of Yisron, or maybe it's supposed to be Yisro, concerning the idea of the king and the Kohen. Because Yisro was Kohen Midyan, and Moshe was a melech. So Yisro should be serving the melech. The Kohen is Misharis the melech. But in the concept of exile, you do not have the malchus, so therefore those who serve the king are sighing. The concept of the virgins refers to the 7 serving girls of Esther, which refers to this 7 midos of Malchus. So those are Mesharsi of Malchus. So you have the Sarisim, which are Mesharsi Zah maybe, and you have the Zainidos, which are Mesharsi Malchus. Whether we're talking about the 7 brachos of Kishma during the day or at night. So at any rate, you have the Kohanea with the Misharsi Melech. So in here you have Besulasea, which are the Zainidos. They're also Misharsi Malchus, Nugos. So they are Nugos, which means I guess they're lacking yichud, or they're lonely or alone, or sad, because in a time when they have a yichud, they're also included in Malchus, Mekablim Ha'ara, and they get a glimmer from Malchus. When Malchus has a yichud, Ein Bifnim Ein Mashkas Vitzleinu B'Biral Pasuk V'Elamos in Mispar. And look what's brought on the idea of the many girls, the many alamos without end, in the concept of that the virgins after her are brought. And the Rebbe says on the bottom, Bifnim Mein Mashkas Vitzleinu Alei Kavanah Ledurushi Likudi Torah Shira Shirim Al Pasuk Zeh Ein Shamim Gimel Aleph. Nugos, which is not now, and they don't have Malchus doesn't have a yichud, so they're sad. Marla, and she's bitter. That it's bitter for her that she doesn't even want to taste from the regular hashpa that goes to Malchus. At first glance, we need to understand what the idea of the bunches of grapes that are bitter. Sheish lomar shamalchus tumas mar begalus. You could say that the feminine aspect tastes bitterness in exile. I'm bizor gabe korsaya dishvivin dinur. Look what's brought in Zohar concerning the throne, made out of flames of fire, that's mentioned in Daniel, in Perek Zayin. And the Rebbe says on the bottom, Gabi Korsaya, Zohar Chilik Beis, Rishud Aleph Beis, Zohar Chilik Gimel, Tes Zayin Beis, Huf Lamed Aleph. That's the avoda of changing the bitterness to the sweetness. That you taste the sweetness to bitterness, and you take that bitterness and you make it sweet again. Just like a person who's sick, so the sweet things, they taste bitter for them. So yeah, you want to change it back to do it the other way, that the bitterness should become sweet. So that's what it means, Misulosea Nugos Vi Marla. That you have these Mesharsia Malchus, do not get the Hashpa, and Malchus itself doesn't even want the Hashpa that it is getting. And if you want to say this in a positive way, we could say, that what does it mean? Its gates are barren. Don't say barren, say names. Or say the concept of one, say that it's destroyed, that is one charuv chulu, refers to the days of Mashiach, that it says about it that you'll have 1,000 years of the destruction, which refers to the days of Mashiach. What does it mean, the paths of Tzion are mourning, because the resting will be higher than the concept of paths. Therefore the paths are empty, because everybody's resting. Marla, and she's bitter. Shmekabel Shem and Amor. What does it mean? Bitter means the myrrh oil. Or you could say that Mar is 2 times Elokim, 120 times 2. The different combinations of Elokim times 2, and Likutei so far Shas B'Shalach. That there's this, the Elokim becomes, which is usually din, becomes sweetened. And the Rebbe says that Likutei Torah here refers to Likutei Torah Laharizal.